Good morning, children. Here we are going to discuss about the friction. We are going to continue the same topic. In the last session, we discussed about the types of friction. Basically, there are three types of friction. Once again, I repeat: static friction, kinetic friction. In kinetic, we have two types. That is sliding and rolling friction. So, basically three types: static, sliding and rolling. Sliding and rolling are the two types of kinetic friction. Kinetic means motion. When two surfaces are in contact in which one is moving with respect to another, then the friction between them is kinetic. If two surfaces are in contact, one is at rest with respect to another, then it is static friction. Among these three frictions, we discussed which is greatest, and we discussed about the sequence of these frictions, among which static friction is the maximum value of friction and rolling friction is least. Here, if the friction is less, suppose we take a surface and an object placed on the surface. If we apply the force, in the beginning the object is not moving because in between the two surfaces there is static friction. It opposes the applied force. As the force increases gradually, then after a limit the object starts to move. If once the object comes in motion, again the friction is acting between the two surfaces, that is kinetic friction. Here one thing we must know: once the object comes in motion also, we have to apply the force. The force must be applied continuously because at every instant it is opposing. The friction is opposing. Here the magnitude of force applied should be in proportional to the frictional force. If the friction is greater, then the applied force should also be greater to keep the same state. If the object is in motion, to keep the object in the same kind of motion, same type of motion, the force has to be applied. In that situation, here if we find the friction between the surfaces is greater, the force applied should also be greater. If friction is smaller, then the force applied is less. That's why we say the rolling friction is least. Rolling friction is least means whenever we want to move anything, any object, we want to pull the table, we want to pull the chair, we want to move the ball, we want to move in our house the cylinder. Many things, many activities we are doing in our surrounding in which objects are moved from one place to another place. In that movement of object, we are changing the type of motion of object. Some objects we are pulling, in a sliding condition, and some objects we are rolling. Mostly, we prefer to move the object by rolling on the surface, on a surface. Suppose we have a roller, it is a roller. Then how we want to move the roller? In what way we prefer to move this roller? Either pull this roller as it is, or pull this roller by rolling it. Pulling the roller by sliding, pulling the roller by rolling. We always prefer to move this object in rolling method only. Why it is so? It is because in rolling, the friction acting between the two surfaces is least, minimum. If the friction is least, then minimum force is required to move the object. That's why all the vehicles are given the wheels in the circular shape. It is not given in any other shape, rectangular, triangular shape. It is only the circular. In most of the activities, we have or we use the rolling method to move the object because less force is required. In the wheels of vehicle, or nowadays we have the bags, airbags, which are fitted with the rollers. That bags that can be moved from one place to another place by lifting on our head or by pulling on the ground. But we want to move the bag by only fitting the rollers in that bags. It is because on fitting the rollers, it is very easy to pull or push the bags because rolling friction is least, so least force is required to move the object. So there are so many examples, even in the vehicles, or you can say the example of bicycle. In the bicycles, the wheels circular, and you can see that if you take the bicycle to mechanic, he open the wheel and you find some small balls, we call them ball bearings, that they are fixed at the center of the wheel. That ball bearings, they are also in the spherical shape, and they also provide the rolling friction, which makes the motion of the wheel smooth, easy. So like this we can list out many examples in which the minimum force is required in rolling friction. Now we'll see one thing, that the friction, it opposes the motion of one object on the another, one surface on the other. Here once we apply the force on the roller, it comes in motion, but after some time it comes to rest. It is because the friction is opposing its motion. So friction that always acts against us, it opposes us, oppose the external force. So we can say indirectly the friction, it gives some opposition or disadvantage for us. That means we can say that the friction is our enemy. In other words, we can say friction is our enemy. It opposes our effort. If we push the object, then it opposes. If you pull the object, again it opposes. Because on this surface, the object, if it is, the force is applied in this direction, the object moves, tends to move in this direction, friction opposes. If on the same object we apply the force from this side, friction opposes its motion. Friction always opposes. That's why we can say friction is our enemy. Friction is a foe. It gives disadvantages. But friction, it plays very important roles in our daily life activities. In other words, we can say friction also help us in many situations. That we'll see in the next session.